Prevail Sups for supplements that will give you the results you've always wanted. www.i-prevailsups.com. T2 Rise, a weight loss product that increases metabolic rate and accelerates fat oxidation for optimal weight loss. Rogue PW is a tremendous pre-workout that gives you the energy and mind-muscle connection to tackle those weights. Amped Up is a natural testosterone booster. It's a unique blend that will naturally enhance your body's muscle mass and reduce fat. Forge Pump creates massive blood flow and hydration for a great pump in the gym. Get these supplements and more at www.i-prevailsups.com. And remember, use discount code SNS10 for the serious and silliness discount. All right, here we go. Another episode of Bodybuilding Talk. It's the legend, Jason Arntz, another future legend, Dominic Triveline. Did I get that right?
That's correct, yeah.
And fucking me, Uncle John. I'm not starstruck anymore. Like I've had so many fucking guys on here, and my wife is cleaning up dog piss right now.
Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
The only way to spend a Wednesday night.
What happens is like I have two pit bulls, Dom, and I already complained to Jay about this. I have two pit bulls and they're 14 years old. And the female can't control her bladder anymore. So we give her this medication and it helps a little bit, but not always, you know? Right. So we put these wee-wee pads down and we actually trained her to go on the wee-wee pad. So I came home from work today. I saw the wee-wee pad was well. I was like, okay, you know, she went. But then what happens is a lot of times she'll pee somewhere that she's not supposed to pee in the house. So she'll pee somewhere in the fucking corner somewhere or somewhere you don't know. And then my wife finds it and she freaks out. And I'm like, I think I'm going to get one of those mafia guys that I interview to like poison one of my dogs and just. Dude,
that's fucking horrible.
Why?
It's fucking potty train your dog. Just take care of her.
It's a dog though. You know, and plus I've been looking at Rottweiler breeders. It's like, you know.
How old's the dog?
They're both 14.
All right. Well, they're almost.
Yeah. The big one, Hercules, he's a fucking disaster. He's a mess. He was hacking up blood last week. I'm like, oh.
Really?
Yeah. So now he's on antibiotics because we brought him to the vet.
What's wrong?
They don't know exactly. They think it's some kind of infection or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, because they really can't do a complete examination because they're going to have to put him under and he's too old.
Right.
You know? So they just kind of feel around and take an x-ray if they can. All this bullshit, you know. But I'm like, you know, and I'm sitting there in the, you know, vets with my wife and, you know, the dog's like, you know, if you give him this pill and you give him that pill and you give him this pill. And I'm like, oh, Christ. I'm like,
yeah.
Fucking. It's like, how many fucking more pills do I got to give these goddamn dogs? They literally get, I'm not kidding, right? Hercules gets 2, 4, 5 pills a day. And Lola gets the pee pill, anxiety pill, and then 2 other pills for fucking bones. So the only one gets 4. It's like it's like they should be dead. We're keeping them alive through pharmaceuticals. Right. Anyway,
modern medicine.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
most people in the 60s.
Yeah. Like my mother, she's 87. Ooh, you know, yep. She's 87 years old. I went to visit her 2 nights ago, and you know.
How many pills does she take a day?
Forget about it. They're all on her table and they're all written down. And
really?
Yeah, they're all on her table. She's got like a box, like a thing. And then it's all written down. My brother wrote it out for her. And then she has an aide that comes a few times a week. And like, she makes sure she takes the shit with my mother and everything. The only good thing is the insurance pays for the aide and all that shit.
So, good. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So on to bigger and better things. Yeah. Dominucci, how's trainer coming?
Dude, it's really good. This rebound's been like the best I've ever had. Training's been great. Matt's been like really strict with me on the diet, so we're still like pretty contest lean. So as much as that sucks, like post show, dude, I feel so much better in the gym, not have like blown up 30 pounds like most people do in the first week.
Yeah.
And I could hop on stage in like 2 weeks if I wanted to. So
how much do you weigh now?
This morning I was 224.
Okay. And is there a goal as far as weight goes? Because you're taking a couple of years off, right?
Yeah, there's not necessarily like a goal per se of like a weight. It's more the look in the mirror. Like I've hit really high weights before. Like I'm 5'5". I've hit 265, 267.
Holy shit.
But
Hey, dude.
it's so much of it was water retention.
Yeah, it was sloppy.
Like a good 15 pounds of it was water. And then probably a good like 10 to 15 pounds of fat. So like it wasn't pretty looking. But,
What was your last show?
I just won the North Americans in the heavyweight class.
That's where you get your pro card.
Yeah, that we were talking about him with Nate Spear last time, and that's
how many attempts did you try at the national level to earn your pro card?
That was my third. I did nationals when I was 22, North Americans when I was 24, and then I got it this year at 25.
That's young. I got mine at 26.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a blessing and a curse because like I turned pro young and I got it out of the way, but I'm like not near pro ready at all yet.
Well, dude, you have your youth to enjoy.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, you're doing the right thing, right? I mean, look, Grimes went on Jay Cutler's podcast and said I'm taking a couple of years off because I got a mass on. These guys are so massive today, and they're so lean and round and hard, and their waists are like this. It's really competitive. I think the days of turning pro and then jumping into a pro show, unless you're a freak like Nick Walker, I think those days are over. You know, like when Jay was young, it was just, and he turned pro. It was just like you turned pro, you did a pro show, you know. But today, these guys are monsters, man. They're fucking huge. Look at Derek, Farnsworth. I mean, he's a freak. And you're not the only one. Carlos is. Say it again.
Lunsford.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Lunsford. Sorry. Yeah.
Lunsford's he's the older pro.
Right.
He's been a pro for a while.
Oh, okay. Lunsford. Sorry. And then Carlos Thomas is taking time off too to put size on. So it seems to be the theme.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Like in the 90s, these guys would turn pro and like they were ready, and it's like such a huge gap now from winning the nationals to going into the open class. Like it's not really comparable.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. It's like going from the college bowl to the NFL. You know what I mean? It's like it's unbelievable. But okay. So Jay, we might as well talk about it here. I want to cover the Arnold UK because I got the list that came out today on the 212 and the open. I don't have no clue who the 212 guys are. I have no fucking idea, but we'll go over it. But before we start doing that, I really wanted to see if we can pull off this seminar that I told you about, and I just don't know how to go about getting a spot. Like normally, if there's a gym or something, you hold it at your gym, or like Ari's Nutrition, Patrick, he just holds it at, that's his name, right? That's his name, Patrick? I think so. He just holds it at his store or something like that. But we would actually have to fucking get a place, Well,
it depends on how big you think you want it to be, and the level of people that we're going to have there. How many people we're going to have there.
Well, I figured the first one, we could kind of do it annually if it works out. But the first one we could do small and then start off, with maybe 5-6 guys or girls, whatever, And because I have all pretty much the connects at this point with the guys and the bodybuilders, I would just need your brains and expertise on how to get, a place and the fucking camera crew and all this shit. Dom will come. Dom will do it for free. He already told me. He says, you don't have to pay me.
You can either drive down from Michigan or fly up from Florida.
He said, I don't want a dime. He goes, I'll just come.
Good for him.
So I really, but, and when, that's the thing, like,
right.
I'm thinking right after the holidays because there's a low before the Arnold Classic US, but I might be wrong. January, February might be dead months. I don't know.
For something like this, you want to kind of have it like
in the springtime.
Well, when guys aren't about to compete, depending on who you want there, but you want it like in prime season. During that downtime, some people don't want to be fucking bothered with the sport anymore. They have things spaced out. Yeah. You know what shows you're training for. You know what you're competing with.
All right.
I just want to be left the fuck alone. And I get it. I've done it. So
So maybe after
So-
the Arnold US.
Yeah. Or maybe to start the new year off, either before the American Arnold Classic, during the winter months,
Right.
or early spring.
Okay.
Either late winter or early spring might be a good time.
All right. And then we figure out where we have to do it. My wife, that would be gay. My wife has a hair salon. I could probably use. That's fucking stupid. No, that wouldn't be.
You want to do it either like in a little arena or rent a gym, or you rent a inside a hotel, like a like they do for the shows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not a bad idea. All right. Okay, we can do. Yeah. All right.
Renting a school, dude, it's expensive.
No, I don't want to do that. If it's the first one, you figure you'll have, a handful of guys, maybe a couple of girl bodybuilders, you got to pay them to come in, you pay them for the day, for the eat and all that bullshit, food, stay, all that crap. And then you got to figure out what you would charge, at the door.
Right.
Well,
Dominic wants a part of the cut. He wants a part of the door, and he wants all live streaming percentage of that.
This is bullshit.
They do a seminar up here with Derek Lunsford, and they tie it into a bodybuilding show. So like Derek will come guest pose on Saturday, and then he does a seminar Sunday with some other bodybuilders that come in. So, and it's all tied in together, the venue and everything.
So John, using that as a platform,
Mm-hmm.
if we wanted to do it later, we could do it at my show.
Yeah.
During the intermission break from prejudging to the finals, because we already have the auditorium. It's already paid for.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
So it's not costing us any extra for those hours. You know what I mean?
Just not Derek Lunsford or Kai Green. Just not those two. Because if you ever saw an interview, it's painful. It's very painful with those two.
Why with Derek? I never.
Really? You never saw
an interview? No.
Oh my God. Go watch him when he was on Fuad's podcast in the interview. It's
really?
Like, yeah, dude, it's just like, it goes on and on and on and on. Doesn't get to the point. It takes forever to talk. And it's like a mini Kai Green. Do you ever see Kai Green when he
just rambles, man.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, he should be a politician. Seriously. Sure. So not those two guys, and if you guys, I could say that because I know they're not listening because, it is what it is. But other people, we got a bunch of other, guys and girls. I want to see if we get a couple of broads to come, bodybuilding broads.
You can tell John's Italian. You can tell the misogynistic and temperament. It just carries on like in the old Italian traditions. He's not going to win any girl viewers with those comments.
Yeah, I know. Even today, I was at work and I was talking to a friend of mine, and this guy's going through some trouble with his wife and whatnot, and he's like,
that whore.
But yeah, pretty much. That's what I wanted to say. No. That's pretty much what I wanted to say, but I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, because he's giving me all the roundabouts, but he's in denial, and everything he's telling me, I'm like, how much more evidence do you want, dude? I mean, literally, like she goes out with she goes out with her girlfriends on the weekend. She doesn't want him there at night. Like he's got to sleep at his friend's house or his brother's house or some shit like that. She's telling him she needs space, and I'm like, you want me to draw you a map? I mean, she's
that's a big red flag, man.
Yeah, big.
It's a lot of red flags.
Not a good sign. Not a good sign.
But he's in denial. He's like, oh, I really, because they've been together since they're kids, and they got 2 kids together, and they're 8 years old, and whatever, blah blah blah. It's common bullshit.
Right.
Anyway, the best thing that happened to me though is I brought my bike in to Tribal Customs Chopper, and I'm having the whole bike customized.
No shit.
Yeah, it's gonna look badass, bro.
What are you doing to it?
I repainting it, custom painting, changing the seat, putting a sissy bar on it, but it's gonna be a custom sissy bar, blacking it out, changing the exhaust, not the exhaust. I'm sorry, the exhaust is on there already. Changing the air filter, a tune, anything else. Oh, and on the side, like that cover that covers the chain on the side of the bike.
Chain guard?
Yeah, but it's not the guard. It's inside. It's like a whole casing. You'll know it if you see it. I don't know the right jargon, but on there is like a cover. It's a little cover, maybe about that big, and you could just screw it on, screw it off, and usually it just shows the size of the bike,
Right.
So mine says 103. So I'm taking that off and I'm actually customizing the logo of my podcast and putting it on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna look pretty cool.
Shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just had to sell all my bikes, man.
What bikes did you have?
So I actually used to work for Ducati here in Detroit.
Really?
Oh, shit.
So I had 2 different Ducatis. I had a race bike and then a street bike. And then I also had an MV Agusta, which is like an Italian brand that no one.
Yeah, I know.
hears
Yeah,
about.
nobody. I know it, but nobody fucking knows it.
No, it was a super rare bike. So I didn't really ride as more of like a garage queen, like a collector piece kind of thing. And
Oh, really?
I just got I got too big to ride the damn things. Like it was so uncomfortable. My knees hurt, my back hurt. And they were so fast. I was gonna die out on it.
Yeah. Well, you got to graduate to a Harley Davidson or an Indian now.
I know. We had the Diavel, which is like a chopper kind of motorcycle. It is so much more comfortable to ride. You could just go for hours and hours on that thing.
My oldest brother has the Road Glide Special, and before that, he had the Indian Chieftain, right? And they're like, "Yo, seriously, you get on the bike and you could adjust the suspension to your body weight, and if there's a passenger on it too."
Really?
To make it more comfortable. And then there has like I forgot what kind of, I think Bose system in the front, in the fairing.
Speakers?
Yeah. And it has a touch screen, so it has basically everything a car has. But he spent like $35,000 on the fucking.
The fuck you don't watch out while you're driving.
What?
You don't watch out while you're riding.
All the control, even though it's touchscreen, all the control is that there are buttons by your thumb.
How do you watch out when you're riding a bike?
No, you're not watching it. You're just listening to it.
Oh.
You could. Well, if there's a navigation, like literally, it's right in front of your face. But and then it has a vent from the what do you call it? The fairing that makes the wind blow over your head. So you're literally getting no air pressure from the fairing. So if you're like taller, then it'll literally blow over your head. Where my bike, I just have the ape hangers, and if I'm on the highway, the shit blowing in my face and my chest, and it feels like I'm gonna blow off.
You like the ape hangers?
Yeah, fucking love it. I love that classic Harley look.
I had pullback drags on mine.
Yeah, those look dope too. Yeah,
I didn't like that. I couldn't get used to the ape hangers. They weren't comfortable for me.
yeah. It depends on the size of the ape hangers. Some of them are too high. Mine are basically like shoulder width, so it's perfect, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So the bike's going to be basically all blacked out. The seat alone is costing me $650. Yeah, because it's
Finally making some money with the podcast. It's paying off.
No, you know what it is? I'm gonna have my license plates are gonna say no kids. And that's why I have money, because I don't have any kids.
Not wrong.
All right, Arnold UK. So the big talk on Arnold UK. Actually, should we wait for Carlos? Oh no, yeah, fuck it. We'll do the Arnold UK when he comes in. He comes in. Everybody's talking about the British guy. What's his name?
Hector?
Hey, yeah, exactly. Everybody's talking about Hector.
Isn't Andrew Jack doing it?
Andrew Jack is doing it. Hold on, I have the list in front of me here.
I'm trying to pull it up now.
I got it. Okay, so we have Max Charles,
Got it, yeah.
Vlad, who I think that's the guy who just won.
Yeah, he just won like a week or two ago.
See, that changes things, man, because he's no fucking joke.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie the Giant, Martin Fitzwater, who I think is in the same category as like you, Dom, or Carlos, where he's made great gains, but I think in another year or two he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
But Nathan Diasha.
Nathan's not doing it.
Oh, he's not?
No, I don't know what Nathan's doing. Like, I think he takes.
Oh, he's not doing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. James Hollingshead, who has something to prove because he did not do good at the Olympia last year. And then a bunch of names I don't know. Patrick Johnson.
Is that Lionel Biecki guy actually?
Yes, it's on here. He's the first name Lionel
Biecki. He drops out of every show.
Man. Dude, he needs to go do something else for a living. You know, he has the structure, he has the size. It just doesn't come in with the conditioning.
No, he has all the
Fitzwater too.
What's up?
Martin Fitzwater's doing it.
Yeah. I like him a lot. I'll be honest with you.
Dude. Maybe not this year, but
yeah. That's what I just said. Yeah, another year. Good.
I competed with Martin back at junior nationals when I was 21.
Oh, really? And
yeah, we were both the same weight class.
And how did he do in that one? Because you won that one, right?
I got second. He got fourth. I got second to freaking Dietrich Lewis, who's now that top 10 212 guy, black guy.
Bo Lewis?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Dom competed with Bo Lewis and his prop.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. So this was his first national show, junior nationals, right? So we were backstage, and I was pretty much in the running to win that. And people knew that, and then he took off his clothes, and we saw the muscles first.
Yeah,
and we're like, "Oh shit, dude, this guy's gonna smoke all of us." So we pretty much knew, dude. When he walked out on stage, like people would point, and they were just like, "What the fuck?" Not at his muscles.
Yeah, it's
what
ridiculous.
was in his fucking trunks.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Really?
Yeah, he's hung like a rhino. It's unbelievable.
Who is this?
All right, let's just pull it up. Fuck it, because I already got the share screen going already.
You should have him on one of your porn star girls.
Yeah, tell me about it. No, they'll scare. He'll steal all the fucking thunder. That bastard. All right, what's his first name?
I think it's under Bo Lewis.
Oh, really?
His first name's Dietrich Lewis, though.
Lewis.
Is it Bo?
There you go, right there. All right.
Dude, so I was 21 and this dude was like 43 at junior nationals. He was like, could have been my freaking dad.
I've seen him.
Yeah. See if there's a better one. Oh, that one sucks. Hold on, let's see. Oh, here we go. That's like, what do you get? Like, he has to get them specially made. That's ridiculous. Like literally, like his trunks come down to the middle of his thigh.
You can't see his adductors.
Yeah. That's God. We should say, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's fucking retarded. That's yeah, I wouldn't even. Oh yeah, I would not.
You have a back shot of him?
Yeah. No, you really want to see that? You really want to see the back?
Dick. I want to see his back.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I think the first pick was his back. Oh, go back. There you go. Yeah, I mean, he's good. He's shredded. There's no question about it, you know.
How is he done?
I think he's won a 212 show, right, Dom?
He's won 2 or 3. I think he won like the Puerto Rico Pro.
Yeah.
He won one the year before.
Is anybody in it?
Yeah, there's been some good guys in it. He's always been in that top 2 or 3.
He's good. Like, there's no question about it.
He looks decent. He looks that's a great shot for him.
Yeah.
I believe he was top 10 at his first 212 Olympia.
I can't.
Shit.
All right, I'm gonna cover it up. Shit. All right. So let's see. Jamie the Giant is doing this one too. I don't know, man. I mean, he seems like a really good dude, and he puts a lot of work in. But his height, it's very difficult. He's 6'5".
Yeah,
it's very difficult for him to pull that height out. You know, that's rough. What's his? Yeah, let's see.
I think the only person at that height that ever filled out their frame was that Greg Kovacs guy.
And he wasn't. Oh yeah, that was during.
Canada?
That was from your time, right?
Yeah, he was not very good.
No, he was not good, but the dude was
There we go.
just dumb big.
Yeah, and I heard he was crazy strong.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, like he looks good, don't get me wrong, but when he gets on stage and he has to stand next to these guys that are like, that are fucking James Hollingshead and Mark Hector and who's the other guy? Andrew Jack. His name is not on the list though.
I saw it on the list and I saw it not on the list.
Yeah, this is today. I don't see him on the list. Who the fuck knows, man? I have no idea.
Sorry,
but these guys are, it's I don't know, man. I'm sure he's making a living and whatnot, but how long is it going to take before you're banging your head against the concrete and you can't make way before you go, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Jay?
For this guy?
Yeah, he's 6'5".
Yeah, I mean, I don't see him making much noise. I mean, he's a big dude. I mean, he looks big in that shot. But when you put him next to a complete physique,
right?
There's somebody who's balanced and who is a little more symmetrically pleasing. Not that he's not symmetrical, but he's elongated, and when you put him next to somebody with a better center of gravity, he's not going to be able to compare very, very well.
Right.
I mean, you look at him by himself, he looks great, but who doesn't, especially at a pro level, All
right. So here's James Hollingshead. Let's see.
Dude, this guy's thick.
Yeah, he's a fucking. Oh yeah,
this guy's thick, man.
He's strong as hell too. What is he fucking squatting there? 7.
7, yeah.
Jeez.
He's done some crazy lifts, man. He's hardcore heavy lifting.
At this point, though, should he be going this heavy anymore? I mean, he has all the size he needs. What do you think, Jay?
Look, dude, he's not going to back down. The reality is you train that heavy as long as you can, until I did it for years and until something happens, God forbid it doesn't, you either have an injury or you smarten up and you realize, hey, I don't need to do this anymore. And I'm going to train more for longevity.
Right.
Which, most pros at some point in their career, they have to make that decision where I can't fucking move this heavy weight anymore. You never saw a guy like a Dexter Jackson pushing a ton of weight in the gym.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
The guy fucking lasted longer than anybody in the history of the sport,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
there's a reason for that. Guys like this, it's short-lived. I wish him the best, and I think he's got a great physique, but you can't continue that type of training for an extensive period of time.
Yeah, I mean, if you have all the size you need, I mean, Akeem Williams had to make the transition. And when I interviewed him, that's what he told me, because I had asked him for a few years. He wasn't, he was kind of coming close, not winning shows and so on and so forth. And I said, what was the change? He goes, well, I started finally working out like a bodybuilder. I think Oscar Arden actually changed everything for him.
Yeah.
And he said, before that, I was training like a powerlifter. I tried push as much weight on the bar as I could. So, all right. So here's Mark Hector.
That most muscular is nuts.
Yeah, but let's see if he's got, let's see. I was hoping that we'd see his legs. That's the whole thing. Like he has these long shorts on. You really can't.
He looks really tall.
I don't know how tall is he. I have no idea.
He does in that shot, right?
I think he's about 5'10" or so. Let's see. This is a few weeks out, though. All right. Yeah, that's a few weeks out. I'm still saying, I think this is, if Mark Hector isn't in this, dude, that guy Vlad, that guy's no joke. Like, I didn't realize he was doing it. And if he's doing it, these guys better fucking watch out because that guy is ridiculous. What's his last name? Chiriac. Come on, let's go. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh, he's doing open?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's fucking insane.
He's about like my height too. He's like 5'6".
Yeah, this guy's a fucking animal. Dude.
Yeah, that changes things. I did not know. I had no idea who he was until he won. What show was it? What show did he win? I forgot. Not the big man. I forgot which one he won. Not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, right?
And where's he from?
Romania.
These
guys are coming. Yeah. See, now again, like now he's my pick to win now. I was gonna say either Mark Hector or James Hollingshead, but I'm picking him because he fucking wrecked everybody at that last show we did.
Right.
He was at the Olympia last year in 212.
Did he really? Really?
Yeah.
How'd he do?
I don't think he cracked the top 10. I think he was right around that, but I don't think he got in.
Hey, John, you have any other shots of him?
Let me see. Let me see if I could get a better flag. Let me see if I can get. No. God.
That's not him.
That's not him. That's
he looks sexy in that shot, though, right?
That's right. The fuck is this bastard?
The transition. He goes from one to the next. And dude, that's just from one cycle. He can go from that look right into 212 Olympia mode.
Is that it? No. CHIRIA.
Can you click on the hottest Insta on the bottom left? I just want to see.
Oh, this one?
What opens up that Pandora's box when you hit it?
This one right here?
I'm kidding.
You don't want to. I'll click it. I don't give a shit.
I thought you'll get like a virus or something.
No, how do you think I find the porno chicks that I interview on?
I don't know. I was always afraid to ask.
No, I can't find his Instagram. I don't even know. Let me try Buys and Tries, actually. It might be on there. No. There we go. It might be on there. Okay, let's see. There's so many fucking guys that I forget. You know? That,
go back up for a second.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Right there. Who's that on the left?
That's Ian.
Up one.
Here?
Yeah.
That's Terrence.
Oh, it's Terrence Ruffin? Is it?
What's he doing? Is he a classic?
No,
that's not Terrence.
That's not Terrence. That's some other dude.
That's Terrence's doppelganger, though.
I have no idea who that is. These guys.
Man?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, man, I have no idea. Let's see. There he is. I don't know. I don't even know if he's. Is he from Nigeria? He does classic.
Oh, he's a classic guy.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. Fuck that shit. Yeah, Mark Hector is from Nigeria, right? And I think Samson, even though he's British, is also from Nigeria. Samson Dowda. Let's see. There's got to be a Vlad shot here. There's his James Hollingshead. That's retarded.
He's a fucking ass.
Shit, that's fucking ridiculous.
You gotta love that guy, dude. Look at him.
He looks like a Viking superhero.
Right?
Let's see. There's got to be if there's no Vlad, just.
Hey, anybody have any updates on
Ramy?
That guy, top right.
Wait, right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's him, right? Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him.
He just won like a week or two ago.
Yeah, I forgot the fucking. Oh, the Yamamoto Pro. That's what it was. He won the Yamamoto Pro, and he fucking killed everybody. It was unbelievable. I don't have no idea what Sergio Oliva Jr. is doing. I have no clue. I know he's still out in because I follow him on Instagram, and I know he's still out in Dubai. I have no clue. He's still a house, but
Is he still emotionally
I have no clue.
unstable?
I mean, we talked about this last time, and I had Sergio on, and he was a good interview. He was a really nice guy. He was a gentleman. It was during the lockdown, so it was relatively easy to get guys on at the time. But my thing is, like, I when you move someplace, if it's not for retirement or job promotion, or maybe, like I said, if you work from home and you want to move someplace where taxes are lower and lifestyle is less expensive, then to me that makes sense. But if you just want to move to leave problems or because you need a new start, that's not going to resolve anything. You still got the same problems when you move there. I don't know, but then again, I'm guessing. I don't know what the hell goes on behind closed doors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who the fuck knows? I don't know. Yeah, but this is the guy Vlad from Romania. He looks insane. He's just ridiculous. He did
Any other pictures of him?
Let's see. I don't know. No. That's about it. Let's see. I don't see any others.
Who's that girl?
Which girl?
Where'd I go?
This
right there, left.
Lola Montez. She looks good, whoever she is. Does she do physique?
That's her. Holy shit, dude.
She's a figure pro. The figure girls are insane, dude.
She's got a fucking physique on her.
Yeah, man. That's insane. Look at that. And she's a figure girl. God damn. What's in Nicole? Don't look like that, because we had Nicole on last time. She's got her work cut out for her if she wants to do a fucking show.
This girl's got a great physique.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people don't even know.
We missing. Oh, you know what? For shits and giggles, let's see if we can find Lionel Becky. There you are. No, she doesn't put any recent pics on. Yeah, no, I don't know. This guy's got to he's got to decide what the hell he wants to do, because this is ridiculous. Nah, there's no really recent pics. Little workout pics. But whatever. All right. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win? I'm picking that guy, Vlad.
I like to see Vlad next to Andrew Jacked.
Yeah, I don't see Andrew Jacked on the list, though.
I thought really?
Yeah, I don't know. And this is the list that came out today. This is from the Arnold UK.
I just pulled it up.
Guys, I saw a list he was doing it. I saw a list he wasn't on, so I don't know.
And the 212 guys, I have no clue. Oh, David Henry is doing the 212. Arnold, wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, really.
I didn't know he was still competing.
Me neither.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I don't know. I'm picking Vlad or James Hollingshead. I'm not gonna go on the Mark Hector train yet.
Yeah, you know what? I don't see he's not on this list.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with him. So, and then I would have probably Martin Fitzwater in Mark Hector or Martin Fitzwater in like 4th to 5th.
This is the most recent list.
You see him on there or no?
He's on this one. Like, they mentioned him in the paragraph. Many promising athletes will bring their talents to the bodybuilding stage, including favorites in Andrew Jacked, Mark Hector, James Hollingshead, Martin Fitzwater.
Well, let's see what Andrew Jack looks like then.
Jack has earned his invitation to the 2022 Olympia. The men's open standout will fulfill his potential plan on competing in the UK in just a few days.
What's his fucking name? Andrew Jack Mayhofer. No, is that him? Yeah, that's him. Nothing really new. This is all from. He's one of those guys that hides everything, like Dorian Yates.
Yeah, I respect that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of, you know who does that too? Sean Clarita. You don't see never in a tank top in the gym or a t-shirt. Yeah. If he's got a t-shirt on, he's got one of those 3/4 sleeves. You know, it just looks like a Mack truck walking through the gym, like a little.
Right.
Yeah, I never trained in tank tops. I always hated the attention that people would be looking at you, or people come up and want to talk to you and ask you questions.
Yeah.
So I always stay covered up to just avoid possible attention, man.
I don't think that's gonna do you any good, though. I mean, you're a fucking 5'5" gorilla.
I agree with Dominic. For me, I didn't want to. We have constant pressure on how we look 24 hours a day. The only time we have to make changes is when we're in the gym. Yeah. So if you look at an area that you don't like, you don't feel comfortable with, you want to improve, that's more distracting to me than I want to look at it when it's finished. Right? I know I want to build this up. If I look at it every day, I'm not going to see much change, right?
Right.
But I look at it once every couple months, I could see what I've done, see if there's any types of improvements, and modify my training accordingly. When you look at yourself every day, one, it's just fucking nauseating. That always bothered me about that part about competing, is just constantly worrying and looking at yourself in the mirror. So I try to avoid that as much as possible. So I get why these guys do that.
So you
always look good though, like your best in the gym. Yeah. So I always stayed up when I looked my best, because when I was prepping, I wanted to see myself in probably the worst possible shape to see how far I was off. Because when you're in the gym and you have a pump and you're crazy vascular, you're always going to look good.
Yeah.
And it just
you want to see yourself in the morning when you're flat, when you first wake up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wear t-shirts and tank tops sometimes. It depends how hot it is. Like if it's really hot, I'll wear a sleeveless shirt or a t-shirt. Once in a while I wear a tank top, not often. But in the winter, I'm always in a hoodie because it's fucking cold. You know?
Well, guys that want attention, right? Guys that are trying to show off, they're gonna show themselves all the time.
You mean
guys like Dominic, guys like me, guys that are there to make improvements? Looking at yourself during that process to me was more of a distraction than anything else.
What about the girls that constantly looking at their butts in the mirror? That's
for attention. It's not because
we had this wellness pro at our gym, and after every set, she whips out her phone, she's taking pictures of her ass.
Dude, at Signature Fitness, it's every girl. It's unbelievable.
It's so annoying.
And the young guy, the Gen Z millennial guys, they're all breaking out their phones. Some of them even have the stands with the phone,
tripods and shit.
Yeah, and it's when do you I get it if Sean Clarita's working out there or because he's got to put it on Instagram, or if last week Victor Martinez was at the gym. I get it, but you're a regular dude. I don't know. It's fucking. What do you? Your mom is going to go on there and go, oh, that's great. Fuck, whatever.
Right.
Seriously, it's fucking retarded. Yeah. And I go to, speaking of wellness girls and butts, forget the wellness girls. Signature is in Belleville, New Jersey, Dom, right? Belleville, New Jersey was Italian. Now it's mostly Spanish, but the gym is still in Belleville, right? So there's a lot of Spanish people there. And the Brazilian butt lifts are so common in the Spanish Latin women thing. And it's every other girl. And they're not even it's not even oh, I just want to do a little bit. They have this thin waist and these giant cabooses, and there was this one girl in a total green jump piece thing, green, bright green, with the one strap that goes over. She looks like Andre the Giant. Remember when Andre the Giant is the rest of this, the black right? And she was on the bike, and it was literally like her ass was like hanging off the bike seat, you know?
That's how it was when I was in South Florida, man.
Oh yeah, that's Miami. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
See that everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of that. So, John, I'm going to have to, I'll take your word for it, but I'm going to have to get a guest pass from you just because I don't believe you. I'm going to want to come see this.
Oh, look who's joining
myself,
us. Absolutely.
Just so I can get an idea of what you're talking about.
I know. I'm telling you, here we
John,
go.
I've actually, I've been out to Jersey to train one time. I was at the Powerhouse in South Hackensack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I went there
I don't know
once.
how far that is from you guys, but
That's about 20, 25 minutes from me.
Yeah, it's in the, hey, there he is.
Carlos, what's up?
The champ, the new pro.
That's
What's
right.
up, fellas?
How you doing, man? Good to see
I'm
you.
good, man. How are you?
Wonderful. Good to see you guys. How's everyone doing?
Good, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, bro.
No problem. You mind if I'm kind of getting the meal in?
Yeah, do what you got to do. We're talking about fat asses at the gym and how girls are getting Brazilian butt lifts now. And, see, when me and Jay were young, the girls didn't get Brazilian butt lifts. They got giant tits. Do you remember that? Like every girl in the gym had these huge cans. And there was like the Pamela Anderson, then the Coleman Electra Day, and then Kim Kardashian came around and changed everything. And now these girls are like, I mean, there's a couple of them, like I said, that it's so insane. It's like, it's ridiculous. And then there are some of them that you could tell have had work done. And then there are some of them that actually work for it. And then there's a couple of them that actually put the plastic bubble in there because they're too thin to do the Brazilian butt lift,
Really?
Yeah. You could kind of tell because it's not the same. You can tell. Yeah, it's a butt implant. Yeah.
It's a video of a girl like flipping hers. I'm like,
yes. Yeah. Flipping it around and shit. Yeah. But
new trick.
You could.
It's a botched surgery, so
yeah. But you could tell if it's a Brazilian butt lift, if it's an implant, or if it's natural, or if the girl is like, working out hard. Because you could, if it's natural, the legs are usually just as big as the butt. You know what I mean? Like you don't have this skinny waist and these skinny legs and this giant ass. And the implant, it's kind of weird. It's shaped weird. It's like kind of.
I've seen a couple, and I'm not sure, where these girls get the idea that this looks good.
Hey, I'm not mad at them. Don't get me wrong.
Look, especially when there's such an imbalance, just like you said, when they have legs that are thinner, like a chicken leg and a huge, ass sticking out. Not a clean look.
See, the thing is, Jay, you have the ability your entire life, for the most part, had the ability to be selective because you were an IFBB pro when you were very young and you were somewhat of a celebrity. Whereas a guy like me, and I never had the ability to be selective. That's why I didn't get married till I was 38 because I had to find the girl that was marriage material. But I mean, in my past, I've had girls that weren't attractive. Let's put it that way.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've had.
We've all closed the bar at some point. And
I've had.
Took what was left.
I've had attractive girls, but yeah, exactly. Like in my college days. All right, I'll tell you a story. Okay, so I was probably a little younger than Dom. I was probably 22 or 23, and I just graduated college, and I wasn't. I was in a bad low. There was just I did not get any pussy for like I would say about 3 months. So I meet this girl from Brooklyn, and she wasn't attractive at all. She was all right, whatever. But she was ready to
stop you.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at 22-year-old me. Forget it. There was a tailpipe with my name out there. So the girl is ready to go to a hotel. So, okay, we go to a hotel and we do the deed and I go into the bathroom and I'm like, take the condom off. I clean myself up. I'm looking in the mirror like I'm just totally like just I could hear my father saying, I am totally disappointed in you. Like I felt like such a piece of shit. Right. So to make matters worse, now I have to, I paid for
married. Now you got to get married.
Yeah. Yeah. So I go into the bedroom, and I see her there, and she says to me, "Are there plastic cups in the bathroom?" And I was like, "I don't know." And of course, you have to ask why, right? You have to ask why. So I said, "I don't know why." And she goes, "Because I have to take my medication." So I said, "Medication for what?" And she goes, "Oh, I didn't tell you. I have epilepsy."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I thought she had an orgasm. Apparently,
she had a seizure.
No, she didn't. But
what did you think was an orgasm?
It's a joke, Jay.
Oh, fuck, dude. Well, I don't know where you were going with this. This could have went in any different direction.
It is true, but she did not have a seizure. And that made me I remember the next morning I woke up. I was living with my parents at the time, and I was in my bedroom.
That's not a handicap that she has epilepsy. I mean, people have it. It's not like.
Yeah, but you don't want to fuck a girl with epilepsy.
Why not? That has nothing to do with her looks or anything else.
Maybe I was wrong about you, Jay. Maybe you weren't too selective when you were young.
Well, dude, if you're saying she's not attractive, it's not because she has epilepsy. It's because
that was the
parcel. They're part and parcel.
Yeah, that was the that was the icing on the cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not only are you ugly, but you have seizure fits that you can't fucking handle. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Poor, now you're hating. Now you're just hating the poor girl. She's watching this. She's watching this.
No,
she still follows you.
I dropped her off to an empty house because I dropped her off early because I couldn't fucking stay there anymore. And I was like, come on, we got to go. And like she was living with her brother in Brooklyn, and her brother wasn't home yet. And I literally I was like, wait, you got to go. I got to go. And I left her on the stoop.
Fucking horrible.
I was 22 years old. I wouldn't do that now.
What if she had a seizure? What if she had a seizure after you left her?
She took her meds before we left because there were plastic cups in the bathroom.
Damn.
Oh shit. Yeah, there's a lot of stories like that, man, because like when you're a regular dude, it's unbelievable. Anyway.
So I shouldn't even tell this fucking story. I was in California back, when we used to do photo shoots out in California after shows. And this is when fitness was first like really getting big. I'm not going to tell the story. Forget it.
Come on, you can't do that now.
So I end up meeting this girl, and she comes back with me where I was staying, and she was one of those girls who they talk a lot. They just I guess they're ambitious. They're happy to be. They were happy to be associated in the fitness industry, and they're I don't know if they're trying to make a name. But I didn't realize she was known for the girl that survived the car accident.
What car accident?
Right. I had no idea. So she shows me clips from it, like pictures on her phone and stuff like that. And apparently, she was in this like almost life-altering car accident and had scars and some shit going on that I was made aware of later on.
What? I mean, was it did the doctor have to remove her vagina? What the fuck happened?
Nothing was removed. Nothing was removed, but it was. You felt for her. You felt for the girl because I think there was more emotional trauma than there was physical trauma.
Yeah.
But the emotional trauma definitely carried its burden on her.
Yeah, but you were so full of Siponate back then that you still gave it the old fucking bubble. Oh, get over here, bitch.
Probably. I don't remember. Too long ago.
Shit. Speaking of which, all right. Both of you guys, right? Carlos and Dom are getting married. Is that accurate?
Yeah, in May.
And Carlos, are you getting married?
In the process.
Yeah. I mean,
probably close to it.
All right. Yeah, I've seen the pictures of both. They seem like nice girls and everything. But I remember when Carlos was on last time, we were giving him advice of, as a pro bodybuilder. And I'll give you the same advice, Dom. You got to stay away from those 304s. Stay away from the hoes. But you already know that. I don't have to tell you. You don't seem like that kind of guy.
Dude, the industry's full of them, man.
Yeah, you gotta just yeah. Unfortunately, they're not looking for me. They're looking for you three.
I mean,
not you anymore, anyway.
yeah.
What are you eating, Carlos?
Chicken, rice, and potato.
Do you guys do any guest posing while you're putting on weight, off season, anything like that?
I've done quite a few guest posings as an amateur. I actually
Really?
just got a call from Powerhouse Corporate like 2 days ago to guest pose at the Powerhouse Pro Show here in Michigan next Saturday.
Oh shit!
Chicken done?
Wow,
Good
very
for you.
cool.
I can't turn that down. I was like, hell yeah, I'll be there.
Good for you. That's nice.
Is it?
I kind of, as an amateur, I used it as a way to like, when I guest posed at a show in Tampa, and the promoter paid my whole junior nationals trip.
Oh,
He
that's
paid like my
fucking
entry,
great.
MPC. So I kind of used that as a way to like cover expenses when I was doing a show.
That's fucking great, dude.
But it was a lot of fun. Like I got to stay in the hotel. They had food for me. Met so many people. You know,
Yeah.
it's cool. And I was like a nobody at the time. I mean, I haven't really done a whole lot. I'm still an amateur. So,
Well, they obviously knew you were gonna turn pro. That was the handwriting was on the wall for basically all three of you guys when you were around the same age. Everybody knew, you could tell. Like you could go to a show and you could see one guy and go, okay, he's got pro written all over him. And that was basically, all three of you really. What about you, Carlos? Any guest posing or no?
I did my first one back in April. I did back then, and then I have another one in Germany on the 29th of October.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah, my girlfriend's gonna be doing the show, so I just hit up Dennis James, and I was like, I'm already gonna be there. So
Very cool, man. And he was
awesome.
all right. Is it pro bono or you getting a little bit of dough? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
I mean, no, he's just gonna help out with like hotel.
Yeah,
It's not, guest posings aren't what they used to be. From
really,
even now as a promoter, I very rarely have a guest poser at the show just because costs are up, and I hate saying this because I'm a bodybuilder, but the demand for people to come out in attendance to see a bodybuilder, it's not what it used to be. It's more, so if you could make it worth this guy's while to pay his expenses, because it is a nice add-on, dude. You got to say it's a nice add-on. It's something good that you could, you show the people that are paying for tickets. But nowadays, people aren't just flying to venues anymore to see somebody guest pose.
Okay.
Especially when they're in off-season conditioning, they'd rather spend the money to go to a show when they're seeing them actually compete. And now it's like they're so viewed on these fucking things.
Yeah, good point.
It's like, I just saw him yesterday on social media. Why do I need to?
Well, I mean, seeing
$40 for a ticket.
You're 100% right. But seeing these guys in person.
Oh, dude, I love it. But we're a rare few.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're not the masses anymore. We would do it, because we have it at heart. But the average Joe, average spectator, it's not there anymore.
Yeah,
I know, like Derek Lunsford is like contracted to do guest posings here for like 4-year stints.
Really?
Yeah, and he gets paid $4,000 for the guest posing. And Hunter Labrada's contracted into guest pose at a Michigan show, and he gets paid a good amount. But these guys are like the best of the best.
Yeah, these are the top guys.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you two guys will get there though. It's
until you build up your name and get some titles under you. Like I know Kai Green used to get a ton of money. Jay used to get some really good money for it.
Yeah.
Dave Palumbo too would guest pose everywhere when he was a monster.
Dave was a freak at that time, So Dave drew a crowd. If it's Hunter, it's somebody who you'd advertise at a bigger show to draw people there. He would pull some people, but your average guy that just turned pro or guy who's looking to make his name. I'm sure Nick Walker could draw a crowd.
Right.
No, all due respect to you guys, dude, and I hope you guys could fill a stadium, in the near future and get your fucking money because you all deserve it, But right now, just even as a promoter, that's just how I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, with these two guys, definitely in the next couple of years, it's just because you're on the same path. You're both taking off to make quality gains, and that seems to be the path now. Grimes is doing it, and you guys are doing it, and Mark Hector did it. Look at the differences in his physique after the last 2 years of being off. So fucking works, man. But yeah, you two guys will definitely be there. But my first NPC show was a Mr. Staten Island show. I was like 22 or something like that, and Jason was the guest poser there. Actually, I might still have pictures somewhere buried. That was when you had to like take your the roller photo to 1 hour photo.
Not the same.
Yeah, no, definitely not. So
the photo quality is just not what it should be.
Yeah, no, it's shit. It's just total trash. But yeah, and I remember I think I told you the story, Jay. I was sitting next to Joe Baggs, he's gone now. He actually passed. And we were sitting in the front row and he goes, "Come on, let's go backstage." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Because Arntz is warming up. We got to see what he looks like." I went, "All right." And we went backstage. And you were the first pro bodybuilder I ever saw up close in like posing trunks. And I was like, Jesus Christ. It was just this freak of nature, And I don't know what happened, but your boy was like oiling you down and he must have hit a spot and you were like, "Ow, fuck," and you were like, your boy was like, "Did I get you?" You were like, "Yeah." I don't know what it was. It was like by your knee or something like that, or your leg. Really? Yeah, I remember like it was yesterday.
It was probably my dick. My dick was hanging down.
Yeah.
Like the guy in the pictures, and it just fell out. We had to tuck it back in.
Yeah, Carlos, you missed all the fun. We looked up Bo Lewis and his we looked up Bo Lewis and his pet, I guess. It's unbelievable. I Jesus. So just give me half of that. I'll be fucking happy.
Yeah, sure.
So I told my wife, I was like, "Listen, when I first met her, I was like, I will pay all the bills, but I will fill you up at averageness and mediocrity." Shit. You guys are fucked up. Carlos, what podcast were you on before this one?
Project AD.
What was it?
For Project AD, my sponsor.
Oh, very cool, man. Very cool. All right.
Myself,
very cool.
Joey, D'Agostino. So he's kind of like athletes manager kind of guy, but also does sales. And it was also Aaron Banks. So it's good.
Oh, very cool. How's work going? You still working at the same what job? By the way, like not only is Carlos an IFBB pro, but he's like scary smart. How many degrees do you have? Like 14?
No, man. I just work hard enough to get through it. But I got a master's degree in communication and public relations, and that's I work at University of Penn Medicine for a Alzheimer's disease genetics lab. I don't do any of the science stuff.
What the hell do you do there if you don't do the science? Guest pose?
In the office, just keep doing it. No, I do the I just work on the back end of the website, write articles, things like that. More so the communication side.
No, that's cool. You're not the only one with a master's. I have that shit right. Those two are right there. If you could see, there's a bachelor's and a master's degree back there.
If you got your I'm still
I actually just paid off my loans 3 years ago. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Because what was happening was when I first started doing this, I would do a lot of psychology, human nature stuff, relationship stuff. And then I would get fucking people go, "What the hell do you know? How do you know anything?" And I'm like, "All right, you know what? I'll put my psychology degrees behind me. A lot good that did it. Now I shuffle shit in New York City. But that is what it is."
Yeah, right.
All right. So Dom's getting married. Carlos is in the process of getting married. And Carlos, you're doing the New York Pro in next year?
Yes. It should be probably the third weekend of May.
All right, cool. And Dom, you are doing what? You're not competing till 2024, right?
Spring of 2025, probably, because I want to
Wow,
do.
really?
So
Yeah.
I've competed every year since I was 17,
Yeah.
and my longest off season's been 6 months. So I've
Ah.
never gone a whole year of an off season. So me and Matt, we're gonna at least do 18 months of off season, and see what we look like then. I think realistically, it's probably gonna be about 24 months of off season.
You're gonna be fucking jacked because
I'm,
that.
I'm
Go ahead.
excited, man. Like I said, I've only had a 6 month off season in the last 8 years I've competed.
Yeah, right. Did you ever take that much time off, Jay, or no?
I was just about to say, like, dude, that's a long time.
But it was different back then. A lot of guys
No,
doing that now.
From my perspective, I'm not. You go whatever direction you and your coach want to go in. I get fucking bored.
Okay.
Like I like and I've done that, Dom. I've competed 3-4 times a year. I think the most I ever actually until I made my run through the Olympia, I did 4 Olympias. I think for the last 2 of them, those were the only times I was competing once a year. And I've grown all the way into shows, all the way through my amateur career, all the way up into the pro ranks, just because I always felt like, things flowed better. I could still train and put on muscle because I never got sloppy heavy in the off season. So I had a system for it, but 24 months, dude, I'd go out of my fucking mind. I love competing. I love being in that fight, in the prep. I get it. You're attacking in a different angle and you're in your prep for an off-season prep,
Yeah.
But no, I've never taken that much time. I'd probably go out of my fucking mind.
It's definitely going to be like a learning curve because, like I said, the longest has been 6 months.
Well, look, dude, you know what? To be honest, we always make plans.
Yeah.
We always make plans. Whether plans follow through that way or not, things always change. See how the 24 months turns out for you. But, dude, that's a long time.
Dom, any feedback did you get from the judges after North Americans about improvements? And did that contribute to your time taking off?
So they said my legs and back are pro ready. They would like me to see me keep filling out my chest, shoulders, and arms. For me, it's like just overall size because I was 209. Well, I was 208 and a half at prejudging.
Oh, were you? Okay.
And Matt wants me to do the open, and I need to be about 225, 230 on stage to be competitive in the open at 5'5". So I don't think realistically, I'm in the point of my career where I can put on 15 pounds of stage weight in a year anymore, like I was doing coming up. That's why we're thinking about 18 to 24 months it's going to take. But it was more of just if I wanted to do open, it's overall size. If I wanted to do 212, I could do it next year if I wanted to. For me, bodybuilding's always been about, getting as big and as best as I can. And I always hated with the 212, I'm capped out on what I can do. And at 25, I'm pretty much a 212 competitor. So it doesn't really interest me to be at such a young age. I can't get bigger or better, so to speak.
Listen, man, it sounds, look, you got a great coach. Things are changing. They're not the same like we were talking before. A lot of guys are taking, your path and Carlos's path. Cutler was saying to Regan Grimes that he believed it was a good idea that he'd take off the time to put some quality weight on, saying that if you put on a muscle, you got to kind of hang on to it in order for it to stay and be quality. Otherwise, you'll just diet it off. We saw it with Mark Hector. He took 2 years off, and look what he looks like now.
I mean, Dallas McCarver took 3 years off after turning pro before he did his pro debut. He did 3
Not
full
the
years.
best example.
No,
Didn't work out very well for him.
But he got huge in 3 years.
He was a fucking monster. Yeah.
Still not a good example, Dom.
Yeah.
But
there you go. Good example.
Yeah. So I listen. I think it's from what the direction that the sport is going in. I think that's what needs to be done. I mean, these guys. I mean, they're coming out of the woodwork. You saw what that guy Vlad looks like in fucking Mark Hector and James Hollingshead, they're fucking enormous.
Yeah, but they're taller guys too.
Yeah, and they're chiseled to the bone, and they're fucking round and small waist. It's.
I think the guys are like also a lot older. You know, like guys in the 90s on the Olympia stage were in younger 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
all the guys on the open men's class are in their mid 30s, early 30s.
Yeah. I mean, Jay Cutler said he was probably, what is he, 22 when he's on Olympia stage? That's insane.
Wow. Cutler?
No, he did his pro debut or Olympia debut at 28, I believe he
28
was.
today?
Well, a better example is Lee Haney retired at 31.
He turned pro at 25.
25, okay, got you.
Yeah. But no, you know, back in
24, 25.
In the 90s, and you know, guys would turn pro and jump right into pro show. But at the same time, they weren't giving out pro cards.
I was just gonna say at that time, dude, you had to earn your pro. You've already
It's a lot more
the
diluted
amateur
now.
ranks for quite a while, and
Yeah.
when you got it, you were ready to go.
Right. Yeah, exactly. As soon as you got, like, I think, you know, was it Flex Wheeler that won the Arnold Classic the year he turned pro or something crazy like that?
Kevin LeBron took second in the Olympia his first year as a pro.
Yeah, right. And, so did Dorian, right?
No,
Dorian didn't take second? I thought he did in the Olympia.
his first Olympia he took second.
Yeah, right.
That was his first year as a pro. It was his second year as a pro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he took second at the New York Pro his first year as a pro, if I'm right. But back then it was not the New York
He won
Pro.
the Night of the Champions. He won the English Grand Prix or something like that. Then he went on to take second to Lee Haney.
Yeah.
I'll give you another good example is Branch Warren. Branch took 3 to 4 years before he did his pro debut.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, if you don't
Too old.
that quality muscle, it takes time, man. And I just think it's a good idea. As long as you have income coming in, you have the ability to make money and you know and live well and so on and so forth. I think it seems like a good idea. But what the fuck do I know? I shovel shit in the sewer, and I guess Jay for information about bodybuilding.
I'm barely relevant.
You know? Yeah, and I do this at night with you fucking idiots. All right. I think we're calling it quits. It's been an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half already. All right, guys, listen. I appreciate each and every one of you coming on. I'm always fucking around and goofing off, but being sincere. When you guys come on, it means a lot to me because I am not RX Muscle. I'm not Generation Iron. I am this dude doing it from his house. And the fact that I have 3 pros on my show means a lot to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on. And Carlos, especially you just jumped on. I messaged you today and you were like, yeah, sure, no problem. And it means a lot to me, brothers. It really does. So much love, much respect. And we'll do it again soon.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having us on.
All right, guys. Later.
Guys, take care. Thanks, John.
You got it.